The Dove-nominated band Addison Road's chapters come into a close, but for lead singer Jenny Simmons and her husband Ryan, her solo career is starting to take off. And them having a young family with a little toddler kind of reminds us of us living the life in ministry. It puts some tops in our books.
Absolutely, absolutely. When I was listening to this interview, I could not help but crack up because these people really reminded me of us. Wiping boogie noses and having 3-day-old nasty old hair. It's what we do best. But a child is your legacy, and there is no greater position on this planet than to be a parent. Without further ado, the hilarious true stories of Mommy and Daddy, Jenny and Ryan Simmons, formerly with Addison Road.
Oh my gosh, mommyhood on the road. Well, see, it's like 3 men and a little baby here. You know, it takes a village. That's what my women's pastor told me, you know, before going out. She said it's gonna be hard, but this is where sacrifice comes in, because you can't be a mom like all the other moms. You know, there's no play dates, there's no making my own homemade baby food. I'm like, I just have to do what works, and so it's been hard, but it's also awesome. She's like this little light, you know, she's this little bundle of joy, and the guys are really, really good with her, and she hasn't met a stranger, really. Like, she's learned from an early age to love everybody. Like, you can hand her off to somebody, you know, and she loves people, and I think that's a pretty cool gift. But no, it's really hard. It definitely, the first 6 months or so, I would have these breakdowns, just like crying, like, what am I doing with my life? Mm-hmm. So every mom's been there. It's just a little different when you're doing it on 95 plane rides and 3 tour buses and a boat. We did a boat. Yeah, the cruise. I always like throwing in the boat.
She's broken in.
Yep. She is broken in. Yeah.
That's true. We have a little bit of advantage because we know no different. You know, we started dating, and right after we started dating, we actually started doing music, and it kind of evolved together. So, you know, luckily we weren't already doing one or the other and having to work the other one in. It's just kind of the way it's always been. It's what we've always known, and you know, we just find ways to make it work, and you find little pieces of sanity here and there, and you know, and you embrace those moments, and it gets you to the next moment when you have another piece of sanity. So yeah.
And I think sometimes, like, the temptation is to look at your life and think, my life is harder than other people's, or my life is different. And I was actually just reading that in a book. What is the name of that book?
Crazy Love?
Crazy Love, yeah. This book called Crazy Love by Francis Chan. And he was saying, you know, sometimes when you're in ministry, you get to this place where you feel like you have this right to say, well, my life is harder because I'm in ministry. And sometimes I've kind of let that be my crutch. But what I've realized as you meet people from all over the country, and even my sister, whose husband's in the military, everybody's life is hard, you know? Everybody has that place where you bump up against and you think, I can't do this, it's so much harder than that person's. But then you get to know that person and you realize, okay, their life is hard, it's just in a different way. And so I think for all of us, it's this choice. You know, we're brought up to believe that relationships are easy and it's all lovey-dovey and having a baby is glamorous and they're just adorable and cute, and it's hard. It's messy diapers and puke all over you, and getting in fights on the road and having to make the decision, tonight we're going to stay in together and have time together. And you know, but we're realizing that that's how everybody's life is. It's these little decisions that we choose to make, to set our priorities. And we just do that on a tour bus, and other people do it, around their kitchen table at night. And but that didn't make us any different. We're all out there making these choices to be like fully invested into relationships.